Hey guys, I'm back to another video, and today I will be showcasing my Gameboy Color, and Gameboy Advance collection. Mostly my Gameboy Advance, because that was the first ever video game system I owned, handheld, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that was my gateway into video games, and as time went on, I obviously learned more about games, and I learned about the past of video games, on how Nintendo pretty much saved video games as a whole by coming out with the NES and all that other good stuff. So we are going to start with the Game Boy, then Game Boy Color, then my Game Boy Advance stuff. So Game Boy Color, first game I have in this little case, because I don't know. I have Kitty Chris Uprising. Kitty Chris of Myths and Monsters. Supposedly, this game is really hard in the beginning, but gets really easy towards the end. I haven't finished it. I bought this around before Kid Chris Uprising was going to come out, and I haven't finished it because, I don't know, I just haven't finished it. But yeah, I heard that it was okay at best. Super Mario Land, I bought this recently. It was like $10 or something like that, which is the average. Not bad. The label is a bit messed up, but I think it's all good. This game is very different from the other Mario games because I believe Shigeru Miyamoto was not part of this one. I have played it for a little bit, haven't finished it. The controls are very weird. They're a bit floaty, so just keep that in mind. TMNT, Fall of the Foot Clan. This was actually my first ever Game Boy game. Got it at GameStop, actually, when they were still selling Game Boy games. Oh my god, so many years ago. But yeah, label's messed up, but still, I love Ninja Turtles back then, and I still love them now. Not as much, haven't watched any of the newer Nickelodeon episodes, but yeah, this is actually a really fun game. I really do like it. I think it's underrated. I don't think a lot of people will mention it as much as they should, because this is actually a really good game and I really like it. Tetris, I actually can't play this version anymore, not because it's broken, but because I've been playing a lot of Tetris DS recently, and a lot of Tetris, the 3DS one. I forget which one that one's called. That one's called Tetris Ultimate, and instead of just holding the down button to have the Tetris pieces fall, you just press up, and then it just instantly falls down. So like when I play this one, it's a bit too slow, but it's Tetris, it's fun, and not that expensive either. The Simpsons, Bart versus the Juggernauts. This one came with my Game Boy Color Purple, I believe. So yeah, I don't know. It just came with it. So let's get to the Game Boy Color games. As you can tell, I have a very large collection. Up to 3 games. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. This is actually a really interesting game because you actually do tilt and, I wouldn't say tumble, but you do tilt your Game Boy around to go and get Kirby moving, and it's a very interesting title, very different. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Cappers. I don't know. I got this game when I was very young. Because, when you're younger, you just get games that have, characters that like cartoon shows and stuff like that. And I believe I got this at Toys R Us a long time ago. But yeah. Toy Story Racer. I think this was another game that I believe my brother bought from GameStop. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just Toy Story. Now let's get to my Game Boy Advance stuff, which is obviously the majority. I have some box games, 2 of them. Obviously, the greatest Sonic game of all time, Sonic Genesis. The frame rate on this game is incredible. No, but honestly, this is probably the worst Sonic the Hedgehog port ever to be made. And it was made for the awesome year, 15 years. So, yeah, but I got this brand new from Scholastic Books in 6th grade. So that's why it looks so good in, nice condition. So I'm going to try to keep it like that, even though the game is really bad. Bomberman Tournament. I got this at Play and Trade, and there was a sticker right there, so I peeled it off. I got it as much as the residue off, but it's still on there. Since this is cardboard, I don't want to mess with it too much. But yeah, I believe that this is a multiplayer Bomberman. I don't have a lot of friends that have a link cable. They do have Game Boys, but they just don't have the link cable part that'll allow us to play together. Let's get into the games I have in DS cases. Most of these... Actually, all of these I got from a store, and they had them in these cases. So, start from the bottom. Chibi Robo Rocket. Did I say Chibi Robo? What the heck is wrong with me? Choo Choo Rocket. Oh my god. Choo Choo Rocket. This is a a game that I saw Game Grumps play, and it was so funny, and I was like, I need to go and get this game. But obviously, can't do multiplayer as easily as they did it, because they did not play the Game Boy Advance version, but they played it on the Dreamcast. But yeah, this is obviously Choo Choo Rocket, just on the Game Boy Advance, nothing special. Kirby Nightmare Dreamland, picked this up at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and I also did a game review on this, so if you want to go check that out, I will probably put a annotation somewhere, or at the end of this video, somewhere. I'll find it. Sonic Advance, this is actually the last Sonic Advance game that I needed, so I picked it up at Play and Trade. And yeah, so, you know, it's Sonic Advance, it's a 2D, basically like, you know, Sonic games in 2D, you know, you just race and stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Sonic, did I say Sonic? Super Mario Advance, I saw the S, I'm sorry. But Super Mario Advance, the first one within the series, and weirdly enough, it comes with it's a remade version of Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, so, yeah, I believe that these white DS cases are from the UK, so, yeah. And I got every single one of these games from Play and Trade except for this one. I got it from the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Don't remember what the store name was, though. Now, let's get into my Game Boy Advance games. I keep them in this little bin. If you guys want to buy something similar to this, I will put a link in the description below to the Amazon page. But yeah, it could fit a pretty good amount of games in here. I will do a video later next year, maybe like in January, February, on how to store your Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and Color games. Mainly Game Boy Advance, because that is probably the easiest way to go in, or should I say, Game Boy Advance storage videos are abundant, and you know, I want to go and make a video to go and showcase the many ways of storing your Game Boy games. So I believe these are not in alphabetical order, are they? No, I don't think they are. I put them by series. So first game here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2003 TV show. I really did like the TV show, and I really do like this game. It's really fun. Passes the time nicely. Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. It's like a fighting game, but Dragon Ball Z characters. Dragon Ball GT Transformation. It's like a beat 'em up kind of with Dragon Ball GT characters, on how I would describe it. Game Boy Video. This did not do as well as it should have, but, you know, it's volume 1. I believe that this is the only volume that they made. Not sure if they made any others, but I would actually be surprised if they did make more. But yeah, it's basically some Dragon Ball GT episodes on the Game Boy Advance. Fire Emblem, the first one, or should I say the first one for the US? Yeah, I believe that this is like the 3rd or 4th game, I forget. But yeah, it's Fire Emblem. I guess I'll showcase these at the same time. Klonoa 1 and 2. These are really fun 2D platformers, and I really recommend them to anyone that loves 2D platformers, like myself. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the first one within the series, obviously, and it's really fun. I really do like it. Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, first one within the Mario and Luigi RPG series on the Game Boy, or should I say on the handhelds. Because this was the only one on the GBA. Then they moved on to the DS, made 2 of those, and then they are now on the 3DS, and now they're making 2 of those as well. So, yeah, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, first one. You know, I don't think it's that bad, but obviously there could have been some improvements. Mega Man Battle Network 4 Red Sun. This was actually one of the first Game Boy Advance games that I've ever bought, and it's really fun. I believe I also had another Dragon Ball Z game on the Game Boy Advance. That was another game that I played a lot. I don't know where it went, though. I have to find that, or have to rebuy it. I don't know. Let's just get to the game on top. Pokemon Red, or Pokemon Fire Red. And yeah, this is my first way into playing Gen 1. I've never played them on the Game Boy. So, yeah, but I actually played this game before Black and White came out. So, I'm very late when it comes to the Pokemon scene. Rayman Advance. The label is really messed up, but you know, I believe it's a remake of the original PlayStation game. So Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 have the sequel to, obviously, the first one right over there. And yeah, it's just Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance. Spider-Man Mysterio's Men. This is actually a really good Spider-Man game from what I remember when I was younger. I had a lot of fun playing this game, but not sure on how it holds up today, sadly. Alright, these are just some shovelware titles. I have Dora, The Search for Pirate Pig's Treasure X. I don't know. We have Danny Phantom. This is actually a really fun game from what I remember. I'm not sure now, but I guess you could look up some gameplay of it if it's out there. What the hell was I gonna say? Dexter's Laboratory Chess Challenge. Just a bunch of chess with Dexter characters, I guess. But Ugly Martians BKM Battles. This was actually a really hard game from what I remember. Like, I would like get mad. Like, I would actually rage at this game because it was so hard. Super Mario Brothers Classic NES series. I don't even think that this is our game. I think we still have to give it back to a friend. But yeah, it's basically Super Mario Brothers on the Game Boy Advance, because since the Game Boy Advance had 16-bit graphics, you know, they could port games like the NES games very easily, so don't see why they wouldn't do it. Put that right there. Have both Sonic Advance 2 and 3. The third game's label's a bit messed up, but I think it's fine. But yeah, they're just sequels to Sonic Advance. And yeah, with just more characters and other stuff. Hey Arnold, the movie. Yeah, the label was actually just like completely torn off. So when I plugged it into my Game Boy Advance, I was like, oh yeah, it's Hey Arnold. And I don't even think that the game was that good, so. Ed and Eddie, Jawbreakers, exclamation point. And yeah, I think that this is like a puzzle game or something. I forget. The Fairy Odd Parents Breaking the Rules. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. I actually have a lot of fond memories of playing this game. It wasn't that bad of a game. For a kid, anyways. I'm not sure about now, but let's just get to the last 3 games right here. Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, and Dino Thunder. I still stand by these are my favorite Power Rangers series. Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder, these are my favorite by far. But yeah, I did watch Power Rangers after that when I was younger, but I believe it was like Mystic Force, Jungle Fury, a bunch of other ones. And then the last game is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. So yeah, that is my entire Game Boy Advance collection. I hope you guys subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be doing a video on Game Boy Advance again soon about on how to store them properly and all that good stuff, because I want everyone to know how to store your Game Boy Advance games in a very good and efficient way. The first way is obviously the DS games, but I will get more in depth into that within a further video. So yeah, that was my Game Boy Advance collection and Game Boy games right here. Game Boy games and Game Boy Color. You know, they obviously aren't as big of a collection as my Game Boy Advance, but I've had the Game Boy Advance since I was like 5, so yeah, that is my entire collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, like I said earlier, if you haven't already. I make a lot of gaming videos. Just check out my channel. I have a bunch of different videos on there. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you can do that. Links will be in the description below. If you guys want to check out my Long Island Retro Gaming Expo pickups, that is where I bought this game. And if you want to see a review on this game, that will also be in the description below, also at the end of the video. So I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time with more videos. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Game on, gamers.